One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Central Michigan Chippewas, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Will get underway. He'll bring it out. It's Coates. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Central Michigan Chippewas offense will get first crack at it today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's talk for a minute about Central Michigan. During the offseason, they go out, they get a top 25 recruiting class. That's nothing to scoff at. But the question is, how do they move up from here, David?
Well, and how do these talented young guys perform at this level, right? We don't really know. The top 25 class is good. It's not elite, but how do these guys perform, Palmer, early, day one in their career?
Yeah, they're going to have to grow up pretty quick because we expect to see a lot of these guys play meaningful snaps in this game here today as well. I think that's what the fans really want to see here today.
So Michigan State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral and slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case,
you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, going to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and 4. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. So they gamble on fourth down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
Fourth and long. I mean, what just fourth and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there?
Got some movement into the goal line. And he'll running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Coming out with it, it's Coates. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Now the toss. Got enough for the first. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, a lot of space. He's up to 57 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Extending the play. Unleashes one. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Rich. Running into the open space. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat. They give up a big play.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Finds his man down the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Slants against man, that wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Goes to the option. The pitch. Got the 1st down and more. He now has 72 yards on the ground in this 1st quarter. That is a terrific start.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Virginia Tech managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Blacksburg had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas,
Turning it off! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Spartans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Base to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. First play of the period, first down here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Hit as he throws. Complete to the left. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, But what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
The Chippewas trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Hunt is on its way. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
I gotta say, watching this guy run has given me PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running back named T.J. Duckett that was wearing our defense down. He got stronger and stronger as the game went on. This guy has a little bit of that in him, too.
Got his man! The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run the option. Oh, better look out! And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He turns it loose to the left. Touchdown, Sparty! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Coates. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They've got to find some answers on this drive, already down by 18 in the second quarter. Looking for room at the 25. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Guys, let's chat about Central Michigan. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, Dave?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
He'll try to pop the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for space, it's Rich. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Leaves it with the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Touchdown, Spartans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Chippewas will send out the punt unit. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The kick is on its way. He'll return it from the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a touchdown.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got his man downfield. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Michigan State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Chippewas will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Yoder. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what...
He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab at the 10. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
The Spartans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Looking for a gap. It's Coates. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And the Chippewas will bring the punt team onto the field. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
The give to the right. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Got it in the middle. It's Yoder. Touchdown, Spartans! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Grabs it in the middle. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. And the Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. got him downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
He'll ride his man on the option. The give to the tailback. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
A little screen to the running back. Touchdown, Michigan State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. Find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Chippewas can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. And they were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Off the RPO, complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Gives it on the option. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break, and Michigan State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Pulls it in. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Southern Miss is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 14 to Bowling Green. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Got the first down himself. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. And you saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Smarty.
Offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And they tacked on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
He'll keep it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you can tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And the Chippewas will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's caught inside the 15. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of... It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
To the air on 2nd down. A strike downfield. Gashing the D on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The Chippewas have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
Really good job by this defense, man. 4th down and short. Great job playing the quarterback first. That's the most important part of the option. Don't let him get downhill. Now,
and he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
The game on offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
and is it happening?
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And the Chippewas will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. From midfield, looking for room. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.